And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Satellite loop for today, Tuesday, looking something like this. Not a lot going on out here along the west coast. Pretty quiet and dry there for the western areas into the Bering Sea here. Excuse me, also for the Alaska Peninsula. Much of the Aleutians. Some cloudiness here over Russia. That's the next system is going to be dropping southeastward into the area over the next couple of days there and eventually push into the southwest coast. Otherwise, we have this stationary, slowly weakening low pressure area in the Gulf of Alaska here that continues to circulate moisture up into the North Gulf Coast, south central Alaska. A lot of clouds and scattered showers up over the interior, all the way up to the Arctic coast, the Brooks Range. And heaviest rain again here along the North Gulf Coast today with heaviest rain areas there from Yakutat down to Dry Bay, Latuya Bay, in those areas, lighter amounts down to the south. And then this frontal system kind of slowly moving eastward there into British Columbia, still producing rain over towards Stewart and Hyder and into the Canadian province area there. And that'll push eastward later tonight. On the chart, there's a weak low coming northward along that frontal boundary there with a warm front into Canada. This trough keeping it wet and showery with some pretty good rainfall today. Latuya Bay had about, 1 inch of rain during the 12-hour period ending at 3 p.m. this afternoon. Yakutat picked up half an inch, as well as Tok Airport also had just under half an inch of precipitation. And those are the heavier amounts by far around the state today. Light showers here in the central interior, more scattered out toward Eagle, where they picked up anywhere from 10 to 15 hundredths in that area. And some rain and snow showers there for the Brooks Range out to the western Arctic coast, but nothing of any significance. Some sunshine breaking out again here, Noatak Valley, northwest coast, and southern Seward Peninsula and areas of the southwest interior with lighter winds today, but still along the outer coastline there in the exposed areas gusting 35 to 45 miles per hour out of the north-northwest. That same pattern occurring over the Alaska Peninsula there today with northwest winds 35 to 45 miles per hour. Otherwise drying out over Kodiak Island with a more northwest wind flow there. And again, high pressure ridging in across the southwest Bering Sea and Aleutians, making for light winds and dry conditions today out that way, extending all the way up in toward the Chukchi Sea and the Bering Strait. Here's the next system we're watching that's going to track southeastward tonight. Not making a big push to the southeast yet, but that's the initial track that'll continue for the next couple of days before it turns easterly. And that ridge will keep it dry. The ridge in advance of that system will keep it dry with light winds there from the Bering Strait. Continue to diminish the winds along the southwest coast and fair for the central and western Aleutians. Still some shower activity, but winds diminishing for the Alaska Peninsula. Isolated showers about all that's left for the coastline, Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta coastline. And those winds also continue to diminish, dry in the interior over the west coast. Some light snow for the Brooks Range, isolated rain or snow showers for the Arctic coast, and still showery here in the interior areas down across the Kenai Peninsula. Showers starting to end for northern Cook Inlet and the Matanuska Valley tonight. Copper River Basin drying out, but a good chance of showers continues for southern Kenai Peninsula and the North Gulf Coast along this trough axis here, all the way down toward southern Panhandle. And then for tomorrow, still a lot of showers here. Continued southwest flow, keeping the moisture in over the Panhandle with periods of light rain and showers continuing here as this low just persists in the Gulf of Alaska. Showers will continue for the North Gulf Coast areas and higher pressure, though, pushing eastward here. Again, this system, now the low center is out left the Russian area off the coast there, and the front beginning to spread some moisture in toward the Pribilof Islands. They'll probably hold off there until tomorrow evening, and just a weak trailing edge into the west central Aleutians. So a pretty good day tomorrow for the Adak-Atka area, and especially the eastern Aleutians. You can see some clearing and variably cloudy with isolated showers over the Kuskokwim Mountains. So still dry for the west coast areas. And then for the Thursday time frame, you can see this low track southeastward now, and so rain, periods of rain, fog, and drizzle for the Pribilof Islands, and this front spreading increasing chances of rain into Nunivak Island and eventually the southwest coast late in the day Thursday. Probably won't reach the coastline until Thursday evening. and that front will bring some rain into the western Alaska Peninsula. Wind's not all that strong with this system here. A little bit breezy there over the southern Bering Sea, but those showers behind the front staying mostly just to the north of the Aleutian chain, especially from Adak westward. And another stronger system tracking northeastward here that's been actually tracking eastward just off the chart the last couple of days, makes a turn to the northeast here and bringing some storm force winds into the Queen Charlotte Islands and possible gale force winds into the south coast of the Panhandle during the afternoon on Thursday. And for the lows tonight, in the 40s for the Panhandle, and mostly in the 30s and 40s here over south central Alaska, with mostly in the 30s up through the interior, 20s for the North Slope Arctic coast, or North Slope in the Brooks Range, and the Arctic coast in the lower 30s, with mid 30s out to the northern Bering Sea, upper 30s for the Pribilofs, lower 40s for the Aleutians. Highs for tomorrow in the 40s here for the Bering Sea. Adak could push 52. 50 to 55 south central Alaska, Copper River Basin, mid to upper 50s for the southeast coast. In the 40s for everywhere south of the Brooks Range here. Brooks Range northward in the 30s. And for the lows on Thursday morning, lower to mid 30s here over a good portion of interior Alaska, with anywhere well into the 20s for the Brooks Range, 20s and 30s for the Arctic slope out to the north coast, or out to the Arctic coast, and lows in the 40s for the Panhandle. Highs for Thursday afternoon, mid to upper 50s again for the southeast coast, lower 50s south central Alaska, 40s over the remainder of the interior, Brooks Range of the Arctic coast, mid to upper 30s.